Counselor Hale, are you willing to admit today that you have been pretending to be a lawyer for 8 years? The question landed in the hearing room like a hammer. My brother sat 3 rows behind the ethics board, wearing a charcoal suit and the small smile he used when he thought a woman was finished. My parents sat beside him. My father would not look at me. My mother kept one hand over her mouth, as if my disgrace might stain the family name if she breathed too close to it. Across the table, the investigator opened a folder. Fake bar results? Fake emails? A forged state record showing my license belonged to a retired attorney from Spokane. And for one terrible second, everyone in that room looked at me like I was exactly what my brother had called me, a fraud. Then Judge Marlon Pierce rose from the back row. He was supposed to be only an observer that morning. Retired federal judge, silver hair, quiet voice, the kind of man courtrooms listened to before he even spoke. He looked straight at my brother and said, "If she is not a lawyer, Mr. Hale, then who was the woman who saved 3 innocent men from dying in my courtroom?" The room went silent. My brother's smile disappeared. And I finally understood something I should have learned years earlier. Some families do not bury you because they think you are dead. They bury you because they are terrified you might rise. 6 weeks earlier, I was in my small office above a closed-down travel agency on 3rd Avenue, watching Seattle rain crawl down the glass. My name was Clara Hale. I was a criminal defense attorney, though my family said that like it was something to apologize for. In the Hale family, success had a shape. It looked like my father, Dr. Lawrence Hale, under hospital lights with his name on donor walls. It looked like my mother, Vivian, chairing charity galas in pearls. And it looked most of all like my older brother, Adrian Hale, corporate attorney, glass tower office, 7-figure clients, polished shoes. I was the mistake in the family portrait. I defended warehouse workers, immigrants, single mothers, and boys too poor for good mistakes. My family called them dangerous people whenever they wanted to sound polite. Adrian called them billable tragedies. The last dinner before everything collapsed was at my parents' house in Bellevue. One of Adrian's partners asked what kind of law I practiced. Before I could respond, Adrian laughed. "Rescuing guilty people from consequences." The table smiled. I looked down at my plate. Constitutional defense, mostly. My father sighed. "Your brother means you work too hard for people who never say thank you." "They say thank you," I said. "Just not in dining rooms like this." Adrian leaned back, always dramatic. Then he added the line that should have warned me. "You know, little sister, one day all that righteousness is going to catch up with you." I looked at him then, really looked. There was something under his smile, not teasing, not sibling rivalry, something sharp and frightened. 2 days later, the state bar called. "Ms. Hale, a formal disciplinary complaint has been filed against you, alleging unauthorized practice of law, falsification of license records, and misrepresentation to the courts." For a moment, the traffic outside my window disappeared. "That's impossible," I said. "We are scheduling an emergency hearing." "Who filed it?" The pause told me before she did. "Adrian Hale." My brother did not call me afterward. My parents did. My mother cried first. "Clara, Why would Adrian do this if there wasn't something wrong? That was my family's entire moral system in one sentence. Adrian was credible because he was Adrian. I was suspicious because I had spent my life standing with people they did not understand. I hung up before my voice broke. That night, I stayed in my office pulling old files from boxes, bar admission, court appearances, federal motions, thank you notes from clients my family would never invite to dinner. It should have been simple, but by morning, I understood it would not be. My online license record had changed. The number now pointed to a retired attorney named Caroline Vale. My admission date had vanished. My profile showed inactive, unverified. The state database looked official enough to ruin me. That was when I called the only people I trusted. Mara Benton, my investigator, came with coffee and a raincoat that looked like it had survived 3 wars. Rafael Ortiz, my paralegal, brought a laptop in fury. Talia Moss, a forensic document expert, arrived before sunset. None of them asked whether I had done it. That mattered more than I can explain. Mara spread the complaint across my table. "Your brother didn't just accuse you," she said. "He built a whole coffin." My mother's statement hurt the most. She has always seemed more attached to strangers than to her own family. I read that sentence 3 times. Then I put the paper down because my hands had started shaking. I had spent my life defending strangers from lies. But there is a special pain when the lie comes from the people who taught you your name. The first crack appeared in the letterhead. Talia had the fake licensing letter on one screen and an old archived state letter on another. "This signature block is wrong," she said. "The administrator named here retired 3 years before this letter was dated, and this font package wasn't used by the state until the following year." For the first time in 2 days, I breathed. Then Mara found the second crack. The fake emails had routing data hidden in the headers. The path did not lead to my office server. It led to a corporate network registered to Adrian's firm. By dawn, the story had changed. This was not a misunderstanding. This was construction. Someone had built false evidence with enough polish to scare an ethics board, but not enough truth to survive people who knew where to dig. Still, one question remained. Why? Then Rafael found the answer in public filings and business liens. "Clara," he said, "your brother is bleeding money." Adrian's polished life had cracks nobody at my parents' dinner table could see. A failed crypto fund, private loans, settlement liens, and a client trust account scheduled for audit in less than a month. Then an anonymous memo arrived from inside Adrian's firm. The subject line read, "Contingency Acquisition Strategy." My name appeared on page 2. My clients appeared on page 3. The plan was brutal and simple. If my license collapsed, Adrian's firm would step in to stabilize vulnerable client matters. My civil rights cases, wrongful conviction claims, and settlement pipelines would be transferred under the appearance of rescue. My disgrace would become his revenue. I sat back in my chair, feeling the old office tilt around me. My brother had not tried to correct me. He had tried to harvest me. The hearing was set for a Friday morning in Olympia. By then, my parents had stopped calling. My mother sent one text the night before. "Please don't make this worse for everyone." I stared at it for a long time. Then I typed back, "I didn't make this. I'm ending it." I did not send it. Some truths do not need a reply. The disciplinary hearing room was smaller than I expected. Beige walls, state seal behind the panel, fluorescent lights that made everyone look guilty. Adrian arrived with 2 attorneys from his firm. He kissed my mother's cheek and shook my father's hand like they were entering a wedding, not an execution. When he saw me, he smiled. "Clara," he said softly, "you can still settle this quietly. Can I? Surrender the license you never earned, agree not to practice, and we'll keep the criminal referral limited." My father closed his eyes. My mother whispered, "Please." For 1 second, I was 12 years old again, standing in my parents' kitchen while Adrian blamed me for a broken window and everyone believed him because he cried better. Then I looked past them to my team. Mara, Raphael, Talia. People who had chosen truth without needing blood to prove it. "No," I said. Adrian's smile thinned. When the investigator asked whether I wished to respond, I stood. "My name is Clara Evelyn Hale," I said. "I was admitted to the Washington State Bar 11 years ago. I have appeared in municipal court, superior court, appellate court, and federal court. I have never misrepresented my license to a court, client, or agency." Adrian's attorney rose. "Self-serving statements do not outweigh official records." "No," I said calmly. "They don't." I opened the first folder. "That is why we brought the original records." Raphael carried them forward. Certified copies from physical archives, embossed seals, microfiche scans requested directly from state storage after we discovered the online database had been altered. The panel chair leaned closer. Talia testified next. She explained the forged letter, the retired signature block, the impossible font, and the manipulated PDF structure. She spoke slowly, cleanly, without drama. The more technical she became, the paler Adrian looked. Then Mara took the stand. She walked the panel through the email headers, server paths, metadata, corporate routing. All of it pointed back to Adrian's firm. My brother leaned toward his attorney and whispered something. For the first time, he looked less like a man watching a trap close and more like a man realizing he was inside it. Then came the memo. The investigator read the decisive section aloud. "Upon incapacitation of Clara Hale's practice, the firm may move to absorb active claims under emergency client protection provisions. Projected receivables estimated between $3.8 and $5.2 million. Reputational framing should emphasize family tragedy and ethical cleanup." The chair looked at Adrian. "Mr. Hale, did this memo originate at your firm?" His attorney stood. "We object to the characterization." "Sit down," Judge Pierce said from the back. Every head turned. The chair hesitated. "Judge Pierce, with respect." "With respect," he said, stepping forward. "This panel is being asked to believe that Ms. Hale spent over a decade fraudulently appearing before courts, including mine." He looked at Adrian. "I watched this woman defend 3 men the state had nearly buried. I watched her find evidence everyone else missed. If she was not a lawyer, Mr. Hale, then our entire justice system has been asleep for 11 years." Nobody spoke. Then the judge placed a document on the table. "I contacted the state archive myself, not the online database, the physical archive." He turned to the panel. "Her record is authentic." Adrian's face drained. The investigator slowly closed his folder, and then the door opened again. Two officers entered with Assistant District Attorney Helen Cho. She did not look at me. She looked at Adrian. "Mr. Hale," she said, "we need you to remain seated." My brother stood halfway. "This is absurd." Judge Pierce's voice sharpened. "Sit down." Adrian sat. Helen Cho placed another folder on the table. "Based on evidence provided this morning, along with an ongoing investigation into trust account irregularities at your firm, we are opening criminal proceedings concerning perjury, forged public records, witness tampering, and financial misappropriation." My mother whispered, "Adrian?" He did not answer her. For the first time in my life, the Golden Sun had no script. The panel dismissed the complaint against me with prejudice before noon. Dismissed. With prejudice. Meaning it could not be brought again. Meaning the lie had reached its legal end. Adrian was taken out through a side door, escorted closely enough that everyone understood what came next. My father tried to approach me in the hallway. "Clara," he said. I stopped. He looked older than he had that morning. The famous surgeon, the man strangers trusted with open hearts, stood in front of me, unable to repair the one he had helped break. "I didn't know," he said. I looked at him quietly. "You didn't ask?" His mouth trembled. "Your brother showed us documents. And I showed you my life." My mother started crying then. "We thought we were protecting the family." "No," I said. "You were protecting the version of the family that made you feel important." My father reached for my hand. I stepped back. "Not today," I whispered. And I walked away. Adrian was indicted 3 months later. His firm fired him before sunset on the day the charges became public. The trust account audit uncovered missing funds, false transfers, and client money used to cover personal losses from a crypto scheme he had bragged about as visionary. My father resigned from 2 hospital boards. My mother's charity friends stopped inviting her to luncheons where reputation mattered more than kindness. They sold the Bellevue house the following spring. People called it a fall from grace. I called it gravity. As for me, my practice grew in ways I never expected. Clients came because they had seen what powerful people tried to do to me and how truth survived anyway. Young lawyers wrote asking how to build a life without becoming polished and hollow. So I started a small legal fellowship for first-generation attorneys who wanted to serve people without access to power. A year after the hearing, I went back to my old office on 3rd Avenue before sunrise. The travel agency below us had become a bakery. The elevator still smelled like winter coats. The scar on my conference table was still there, running down the wood like a healed wound. I stood in that quiet room and thought about the girl I used to be. The daughter waiting for approval. The sister shrinking herself so her brother could shine. The lawyer defending everyone except herself. Then I opened a new box of files, new clients, new battles, new names the world had already judged too quickly. Because that was what saved me in the end. Not revenge, not anger, not even the law by itself. The truth. Quiet, stubborn, patient truth. My family tried to take my name, my work, my future, and the dignity I had spent years earning one hard case at a time. But dignity is not something people can steal from you. They can only convince you to surrender it. And I finally stopped surrendering. So if there is someone in your life who keeps telling a story where you are small, broken, difficult, or undeserving, remember this. You do not have to keep auditioning for love from people who only recognize you when you are useful. Sometimes the moment you lose the family lie is the moment you gain your own life. And sometimes the truth does not have to shout. It only has to stand up in the room and let everyone else go silent.